caught cheating, paying rent. We were halfway through our anniversary dinner, candles flickering, steak still hot on our plates, when she laughed a little too loudly at my joke and blurted out another man's name. Not just any name, the one that's printed on every rent check I've scribbled for the last 2 years. Our landlord. The entire restaurant seemed to freeze as my brain scrambled, trying to convince myself I'd misheard, but her face told me everything. Wide eyes, trembling hands, lips parted in shock. She didn't even try to lie. I stared at her, heart thumping, trying to connect the dots. Why she was always running late to meet the super, why our rent was never raised, why she insisted on handing the checks over herself. Every memory replayed in a new, uglier light. She started to say something, but I pushed back my chair so hard it almost toppled. I asked her, right then, if she'd been sleeping with him. She didn't deny it. Instead, she whispered, "I'm so sorry," and reached for my hand. I pulled away. The worst part wasn't just the cheating. It was the realization that I'd been funding their affair. Every dollar I scraped together, every shift I picked up, went straight into our landlord's pocket, right back into the hands of the man she was sneaking around with. I joked once about being married to the rent, but I didn't know how close I was to the truth. Suddenly, her insistence on staying in this crappy apartment made perfect sense. I left the restaurant without looking back, but the betrayal kept looping in my head. It wasn't just her I was angry with, it was myself. I'd ignored the warning signs, clung to the fantasy of us, and paid the price in more ways than one. The next morning, when the landlord texted about a rent adjustment, I realized the real fight wasn't with them. It was with my own refusal to see what was right in front of me.